YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Justice coming back on another general collective read, another energy read. Remember to take what resonates and leave the shit, the rest of the shit. Do not make anything fit. That is for your spiritual hygiene and for your peace of mind. I hope this finds you at a resonant time in your day, wherever part of this day, wherever part of the region. Man, I got people, you know what's funny? I checked my analytics yesterday, and the third most viewed location for me is London. That's fucking crazy. You know, it just goes to show, you really just never know who you speaking to, who sees you. That's significant for somebody. But anyway, starting off this video, this is the 888 portal. We're gonna start off with the card. You are powerful, but this is also known as the Lion's Gate portal, if you believe in those things. On an energetic level, usually a time of energetic heightening because there's a shift that's happening astrologically. This is always a point in time where there's a shift that's happening energetically, preparing for the shift from summer to the fall, right? Because we're at the very end of the summer. We're going into a fall season. We got like a month left, but it's the preparation for that. It's an energetic preparation for a different time, a different season, a different array of energies to flow in. This is significant. The 8-8 portal. But saying all this to say, I wasn't really trying to go into the astrology or energy behind it, because that goes into principalities and what you believe in, whatever, right? Either way, this is a powerful manifestational time for a lot of people. It can be a make or break for a lot of people. Things seem to come to the surface a lot more at this time, usually at this time. Lionsgate portal, everything comes to surface. When there's a lot of energy at play, a lot of magnetism is at play, meaning a lot of attraction is at play, good or bad. I'm not being guided to say that. But High Priestess, with this High Priestess card, you're being instructed to really use your discernment with decisions, especially if you got a big goal you've been going for, a big vision you've been going toward. This can be a big just goal and money. You can be just on a money grind right now. This can be just a very expansive time for you to really bask in certain patterns of behavior routines that very much positively serve you on an energetic level. Working out positively serves you on an energetic level because it gives you energetic momentum to do something else with more energy, even though you're expelling all the toxins out of your body and creating more space for good energy, because it creates and alleviates those things out of your body. That's just an example. But I'm saying patterns like writing, if you're a poet, if you're a musician, really going into that, or not going into it, but we're speaking in energy, right? So really, with money coming in, really kind of basking in the alignment, kind of, so to speak, because I'm being guided to not go into the principality behind it. It's more an energetic, an act. It's a being thing. That's why I was talking about exercise. It's an action that creates momentum. That's significant. It's more about action that can create momentum for these shifts, for this portal. That's more so being specified. You're right on track to that. Usually when it feels like a pull of like resistance to something that you can hit on, or you can, energetically hit on in terms of the alignment, and you feel a resistance, a pull away from it, that's probably a green light for you to keep going toward it. Unless it's a discernment kind of pull away from it, like, your nervous system speaking to you, like, get the fuck away, that's a different connotation. You take what resonates though. But this is a general message for the 8-8 portal, right? Because this can be a very powerful manifestational time. Basically what I'm saying, it's a fertilized energetic time to plant seeds for a different venture, journey, or to plant seeds on top of what you're doing, because it may just amplify it more. With this hermit energy, you may be in a hermit energy, or you may need to hermit on these facts or these topics, or what goals you need to write down, what things you need to release. Also, it's a powerful time for release. These kind of things are a powerful time for release, letting go of things, cutting cords with things, and starting things differently, or transitioning things differently, or enhancing something, especially enhancing or expanding in some way, shape, or form. This is a very powerful time. Looking within and seeking the inner lessons, or seeking within. When I got that card, looking within at this time is very important. and not to act upon any type of, temptating type of energies, like in terms of conflict, or at these type of times conflict is known to spring up too. But they can never stop God's ordinance over your life. There's a need for you to know that only you can be your biggest enemy at these times. In terms of manifestation, like I said, it's a make or break kind of manifestational time. Like I said, things can be brought to the surface for you to either heal and let go, or have the awareness of, or bring to awareness of, or it's something that can magnify back into your realm and be validated before you for you to be able to see it. That's significant for somebody. Sometimes towers, that's the point of a tower. It's for a shift in your perception or how you go about something, because there's something that maybe you weren't getting before. That's significant for somebody. Towers aren't always bad, but these type of towers can hit when you perpetuate the things that can service up, like around these type of times in these portals. A lot of people go into rituals and use it negatively with these types of things for negative things. Like I said, magnified energies are important at this time. It's significant. What the circumstances are always out of your control, but what comes of it is your alchemical ability to transmute it. This is my Master Alchemy card. This is a day to really affirm a lot of things into your fruition. You have a lot more power in your voice and your actions than you think. They really signify a lot more energetically than you think. If you really watch your patterns of thought, and you can, especially patterns of thought, those manifest in our reality so much more than we think. How we look at ourselves, how we think about things. That pessimism, that positivity, that can very much impact things, magnify, especially at this time. There's a need to really just watch things, not over fucking think, and not to be toxically positive either, but to be real and to be affirmed with yourself. And sometimes, especially if you're on a manifestational route and you got an art project that you don't know you don't know what the hell it's gonna sell. You don't know what, but you got to be a little delusional in those kind of cases when you're stepping out on faith in some ways that you got to have full faith. You got to kind of step like you got it. That's important for manifestation too. To know that you're ready, to give off that you're ready. It's an energetic system that reflects back to you energetically. That's significant for somebody. If you tell, if you're saying out loud, I want money, but it's hard for me to do this, it's hard for me to do that. You're just giving every reason for it not to come to you. It's really it's not so simple like that. It's just an example, but that's what you're giving out, the signal. You may have said, yes, I want this, but you're also giving off that same signal that, yes, I don't have this. So the universe is going to, whatever the system is going to reflect back to you, you don't have that. It's the same thing as so within, so without. It's very important for you to really understand that you can't really be stripped from anything that's not already yours. That can't be stripped from you, and those things are usually within yourself, which, this is significant for somebody. You may be going through energetic attacks. That could be a resistance point in terms of your manifestation, whether it's people with your art, whether it's people that go against your beliefs, whether it's people that don't think you're worthy, whether it's things that make you not feel like you're worthy, whether that's bills that are coming up, whether that's you don't know how you're going to make it to the next week, whether it's health concerns. It doesn't have to be people. It can be just a lot of different things, but these are everything that's resistance or seen as a resistance back to you is also something that you can learn from and alchemize into enhancing your own empowerment within yourself. You can see something that maybe you lack without, or maybe that you don't have so much within yourself, or you don't feel able to carry that energetically, physically, emotionally, whatever, right? Whatever it is, you don't feel adequate to it. But that inadequacy can teach you to be adequate, because it's all a within thing. You got to feel whole. Just like that millionaire, billionaire that's not happy. It's not an easy thing to be happy if you're not already happy and you got all this shit. More money, more problems is a real thing. That's significant for somebody. Because if you're not already whole within and you're seeking something like that without, why the hell do you think God's going to give it to you? There's many people that are insignificant with the amount of grand material harvesting that they've gotten to witness or create in their own lives. It's significant for somebody. So don't wish to be like them and end up in a dump of a worse misery than if you didn't have the money. Because maybe depression when you're poor, you know, take it like this. If you're struggling financially, if you're struggling to come up, if you're struggling with your business financial decisions, or you're struggling with your mission, or how you're gonna do something, like how you're gonna put something out, how you're gonna make it in this world, I think the goal, the aspiration to want to make it is what's gonna keep you going. If you already fucking got it, why the fuck you don't have no gratification of like anything that makes you satisfied? That's a deeper hole than anything, because even poverty, you know what I mean? At least some people can succumb to it, you know. But if you really want to get the hell up out of it, you will. That's significant for somebody, and there's a lot of different resistance points for a lot of different people. Whether it's physical health ailments, whether it's just different things, whether it's people sabotaging them, whether it's a lot of different things that everybody goes through. But the right person's gonna make it out of any circumstance with the right kind of fierceness, because anything is possible. Whether it's just you putting up that camera and just talking to a mass amount of people like me. But those things are significant because, like, that rich person, you wouldn't have that same drive for life, which sometimes we can not gratify because you may see them as having something that you don't have. But the reflection is the fact that they can't get something that you'll always have. That lust for life. You know, it's hard. It's significant for somebody, just the perspective. Everybody has a balance. That rich person that you think is just got it all, those be people usually in the most empty situations. That's significant for somebody. Energy harvesting, even that whole, you know, with this evil-willed family and friends, I'm getting like, even that aspiration for superficial appeal ends you with those type of people anyway. It's a superficial game, which means there ain't no loyalty. You know what I mean? It's only superficiality that binds one's or a group of one's motives together, right? That's significant for somebody to look at things like that in terms of your goals. And I guess I went on a tangent, right? But saying all this to say, because I don't need to pull the cards, you bring justice to yourself through your own passion to live. You know, you may not be starting off making so much doing your passion. You may not be doing this and doing that, but it may be fulfilling you to even do it. Like, it fulfills me to even get up here and consistently keep going with something that I may have a lot of resistance points outside of me that may not want me to keep going. That's significant for somebody. Like, this gives me gratification to myself, that I must love myself and love what I do and love the collective the way I do, to keep on doing it, to keep on trying it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't expect it to do this. I just kept going with it. You know, it's significant for somebody. With all this, with this 888 portal, you can bring justice and harmony to yourself by establishing your own inner harmony and inner peace. Some of us aspire to live a peaceful life. Some of us don't want money. Some of us do. I want some money, but I want peace. I gratify, man. If you got real people around you, a real foundation around you, and you can provide for yourself and actually live passionately through, my biggest thing, I want to create and be able to live off of what I do passionately. And that's the biggest thing, because it doesn't matter how much money I necessarily make. If I'm able to provide for myself through my passions, that's fulfillment. I learned that at school. I went to music school, SAE Institute. That's significant to somebody. Maybe you're artist, maybe music is significant. I learned that at school, though. They taught me it's not about making it in this industry. The hardest part is making money in this industry without kind of like selling out. You know, you got I had professors teaching me about the industry. Had professors telling me, you know, it's not the game you want to be in unless you really have a secure way of doing it normally, you know. But all in all, it was about, if you can make money off of like doing what you do, like making music at school, like my professors, they're making money off of music. They do things outside of, they had gigs, tours and shit. If you could do that, you made it. It doesn't matter if you're making $50,000 a year. That's amazing off of something that you're creating. That's significant for somebody. If you, this is a portal for you to understand that your gifts are valid, your dreams are valid, your goals are valid, even if it can't be, you don't feel like it can be validated by an external existence, right? But you just never know. Just like I did with this, you just never know who really resonates with your aura. But I'm picking up your aura brings rainbows into people's days. So that outshines any evil or hate, you know what I mean? And the hate can only magnify your certain conviction. I said this in a previous video, especially with this 8-8 portal. If you're so strong in your internal conviction of your inner world, anything on the outside can only magnify your flame. It's a fire. They can't put the shit out by adding fire to it. It's gonna burn it fucking more. That's significant for somebody. You know what I mean? They fear your power. So them just throwing, salt on your flame, it's gonna grow the shit more into a bigger one. With the Four of Swords energy, it's a need for you to. I'm getting like a rest back, more of like a balanced tempering rest back, like temper your flame, temper the waves energetically, if you can follow what I'm saying. Especially if you're following a momentum, like a momentum that I'm talking about energetically, like working out or writing that book page or doing that thing. It can give you a boost, an adrenaline boost, or like I forget the word, but like a confirmation boost to your nervous system. You know what I'm saying? But with energy vampires around you, it's a need from getting the fuck around them, because in portals like this and full moons and things like that, that is when energy vampires are like people unconsciously start to cling or try to bind to you. And it's not to be something scared of or fear-mongering. It's more so like an attachment thing that is unconscious to them. But if you have the awareness, you can see it, give grace to it and space to it, and kind of take it from there. You have more control of the situation. That's a confirmation for somebody. With the diligence, it's a need to be diligent in how you practicalize your goals today. And this is the Lionsgate portal started on August 1st, either August 1st or July 31st. It ends around, I think, August 11th, 8/11, because that's a different portal. It's significant for somebody. So it's not just today. But with the strength cards, I need to have a willpower with your manifestations. You don't just do it one day. I talk to myself with affirmations every day. I wake up talking to God, gratifying my day every day. It's important for me. I didn't always do that, and I didn't always take my present moments, my days for. I didn't always take advantage of the present moment. That's significant, because that's what manifestation is. It kept me away from my trauma, staying in the present moment, almost hyper fixated in the present moment sometimes, because I would just be so submerged into it, because you have so much, all your powers in the present. It's not in the past, it's not in the future. You can get power from that if you need to call your power back, and you can see ahead if you're gifted, right? And all of us have some sense of foresight, because we can logically put things together and can kind of see a sense of cause and effect. So it doesn't mean you're just psychic. Or I'm not going to put it down like that, because y'all are really psychic, whoever I'm picking up on. But like, I'm not trying to put it like, I don't want to put it on like, oh, you're this, so you're like better. No, it's not like that. But with the moon energy, it's a need for you to be very in tune with yourself. Also, I'm getting an ancestral message. Tap in. So that's significant for somebody. Tap into your ancestors. They always around you. They can't impart on your free will. You got to just kind of call upon your ancestry. That's significant for somebody. Spirit guides and things like that. Everybody got angels around them. People just don't be aware of it. Most people are fearful of it, so they don't interact. Significant for somebody, because your free will can't be altered. There's rules in different realms. Powerful energy. If you want to walk into authority, or you want to take authority over your timeline, there's a need to walk in your full confidence and boldness and radiance with the sun energy. Leo energy, maybe a Leo. Take what resonates. I may do like an astrology reading channel, but this ain't really astrology. I don't really have a card. I'm not doing that right now. I kind of do general readings, and I mostly speak. I don't really pull cards. The cards help me. But it may be significant for somebody. Maybe you're a card reader. Maybe you're just naturally intuitive. Maybe you just maybe you're not even aware of it. Maybe this is all a part of it too. Affirmations can really wake you up to how presently gifted you are in different areas of your auric field, different areas of your realms of yourself. So emotional realms, psychologically, physically. You just never know. You know, my affirmations, I was looking at myself in a different way. It just limited my view of what I could manifest or what I could do, right? It's significant for somebody. You can only do what you think you can do. You're a star energy. So if you think you're a bum, you're a bum. You know what I mean? It's really just straight like that. I mean, it's harsh as that sounds. That really is what I had to learn. Like, even if people was trying to talk to me like that, even if people was trying to play me like that, even if people believed that I was, right? I didn't believe that I was. And I had to get to a point where I got to a point where I knew I wasn't, you know what I mean? To a point of self-awareness to know that, man, these are projections, bro. Like, and It may not be like the bum thing. It may be a poverty thing. It may be a ugly thing. It may be somebody talking about you, like you a witch or something. It could be anything. Just take what resonates. You know, people be creative though. I'm generalizing shit. People be creative and people be funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. People be so funny. I ain't even gonna lie. I be laughing at some shit people be saying because it really be funny. But that's significant to not even take it shit so personally sometimes. I had an issue with that too. Believe in your dreams. You're worthy of completing this mission. You got to know you're worthy of your manifestation to receive it. That's exactly confirmation for somebody, you know. And with fake things, cut them off. Fake attachments, fake beliefs about self, especially those negative beliefs. There's a need, a Knight of Swords, to defend what you really know about yourself and what you believe about yourself. There's a need to stand in that truth of how God sees you. That's significant for somebody. How God sees you. You got to look at yourself how God sees you. You're the only one who can really judge you. I had to really learn that. Like, I had a problem with that, being judged. Being hypercritical of myself, thinking about how other people thought about me. That was my issue, socially. Maybe significant to somebody. With page energy, maybe you're like a star energy. Maybe you just are socially shy, or just like socially like shy about your like gifts, or like, I don't know, something like that. Take what resonates. Let go of others' projections of you. They're only illusions though. And with that, I'm getting like, a lot of times we're tapped in, and we can be tapped in to like how other people feel. That can be a hyperfixation from trauma, just from like traumatic environments growing up in. Probably I'm tapping into that energy, but I can relate to that kind of shit. But there's a need to like really hyperfixate back on yourself and not put your energy into somebody else's basket. I said this in another energy read. Like, you putting your energy in their basket is not their fault. It's your kind of responsibility. Like, it's just really hyperfixation. I mean, not hyperfixate. I got Virgo as my moon. That's significant for my astrologers. So I can be very, not critical, but I'm very hard on myself. But I really expect the best for myself. But that's just a bolt. So I can just be straight, blunt, and just really just straightforward. But that can be triggering for somebody. That it's your responsibility to kind of change your direction of your energy, even when it can be hyper fixating on what somebody else either thinks or like how they treated you, said about you, whatever. It is your responsibility to kind of revert that back into yourself and to be so kind of strong in your self-worth. It gets easier over time, and it's something like a muscle. That's significant for somebody, and that's why I kind of had to talk about it, because I did say it kind of like, I didn't want to mean it like critically. That's going to probably trigger somebody, but I know what that feel like. You got to kind of redirect your energy though back to yourself, especially being like an empath. You feel that energy, but your art is needed, bro or sis. Your truth is needed. Your voice is needed. You know, your speaking is needed. I'm not taking that. I get this many past people regret how they handled you. I get that every time. Like, I get it every time. You're very beautiful and handsome, and I also got the Ace of Swords, so this is the truth. Both of those things were the truth. People regret how they treated you. You're a very beautiful person. I'm getting like an auric thing, like your aura is beautiful. It's a need to know that. That's something to affirm to yourself too. But back to the 888 portal, you know, it's a big time for whoever I'm tapped into. It's a big time for you. I feel like it's an expansive time for you. A lot of y'all like come to my channel and I'm like a confirmation for a lot of things you've been gaslighted on your whole life. So it's like with the confirmations you're getting, you're supposed to do something with the truth. Ned told me that when you get the truth, it's your biggest responsibility. Now you got to uphold that. Now you got to act upon that, knowing that you know the truth. So if you know that you're not crazy, you know that you got gifts, you know that you got a mission here with the Most High God, you know that this ain't no flaw, no fake, what you gonna do with it? It's significant. And this portal's significant. People are threatened by your aura, what is new. But with that threatening, don't be threatened by yourself. Don't fear yourself. I feared myself for a long time because I felt like I was like demonic, right? Because I was extraordinary. It was like, I had to realize that it's really just extraordinary. It's different. With the yellow brick road, as I kept following my own alignment, it lessened my own self-critique. But it's still there, you know. It's significant for somebody. Don't be toxically positive. I'm learning that too. That's not a good thing. Eight of Pentacles, but be positive as possible, but like toxically positive. If you feeling pain, bruh, like alchemize the energy, right? You can alchemize that into positivity. You know, a lot of people are in different levels of alchemy, but like, don't sit there and bullshit like you know what I mean? Like that's toxic. But Eight of Pentacles, self-mastery is important. And not to deny those certain parts of yourself, because even those teach you parts of yourself too, those hurtful parts that, or certain things that we may push off, you know, those things teach us too. The Nine of Swords energy, don't let any black magic being thrown at you or some bullshit illusions being thrown at you, because that's what black magic is, illusions. You don't really, it doesn't hit you, especially when you're protected. It's significant for somebody. It doesn't really touch you. Notice how it doesn't touch you. It's a psychological impairment or it's a spiritual impairment. Like, it doesn't touch you. You need to understand that. You were underestimated and they all know it. I think it's like, that's a spiritual thing. I think people came against you, or people probably, those resistant points that I speak about, but you give grace to all those because they taught you points of strength and ways of getting out of your own poverty consciousness that I spoke about, that it's your responsibility on how you handle the alchemy of what happened to you, what was treated of you. It's your responsibility, and I don't say this anyway like to anybody to like get on your shit, no. But it's your responsibility in a way that it's your canvas. You paint it. That's significant for somebody. Don't let nobody paint your fucking canvas. Don't let that person that traumatized you paint your fucking canvas. Don't let that person that disrespected your self-worth paint your fucking canvas. Don't let them paint your life story. That's what these portals are for too. Great expansions. Telling yourself like, I am, you know, it's endless what you can tell yourself, you know what I mean? And I don't mean that delusionally, you know what I mean? If you know you're gifted in something and you know that some people clown you and mock you for being good at something or trying something, affirm yourself how fucking good you are at it. I don't mean just be delusional like, you know what I mean? I'm great at fucking skiing and I've never skied in my life. But I may be confident, talk my shit, like, yeah, I'd be better at skiing than you, like, or friends around me, because I'm just confident like that. I like talking shit, right? But that type of delusion is not needed. But you affirming to yourself almost delusionally on things that you know about yourself is going to help you. That's what I'm really saying. And I think I'm going to end it off on that note with this 8-8 portal. And I'm going to get on my personals probably for the rest of the day. But I'm probably going to put this out today. I have an old upload that I might put out today. Or this one. Either way, you'll know. But if it resonated, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate all the super things, even if I didn't get back to you. Thank you so much. I thank you so much. I send that ashe back to you and yours tenfold, because you guys do not have to do those things. I'm gonna take this last card, that Clear Abilities card. I think this is awakening a lot of your psychological awareness. What a lot of these messages should inkling you toward your clear abilities even more. If you're not already aware of those things, tap more into it, do your research on it. It really could intrigue you and activate you on maybe things that you were confused about how you process information. Understanding how you process information may help you, especially there's a lot of neurodivergents that watch me. So, because I'm a neurodivergent, how we process information is totally different. So we come off different, like almost like spectrum like. But spectrum kids are neurodivergent, so that's the similarity. But it's significant for somebody. I'm gonna leave y'all off on that note. I'm getting these personals, but I thank y'all so much for another read. And yeah, send so much ashe and love. Peace out, collective. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.